The Sound and the Fury by William Faulkner is a complex and innovative novel that explores the decline of the Compson family in the American South during the early 20th century. The narrative is divided into 4 parts, each with a distinct perspective and style, providing insight into the minds of different members of the Compson family. The novel is known for its experimental narrative techniques and its exploration of themes such as time, memory, and the dissolution of Southern aristocracy. The first section is narrated by Benji Compson, the intellectually disabled and mute son of the Compson family. Benji's narrative is characterized by a stream of consciousness style that lacks chronological order, mirroring the disjointed nature of his thoughts. Through Benji's perspective, the reader gains fragmented glimpses of the Compson family's past and the events leading to their decline. The narrative shifts to Quentin Compson in the second section, set in 1910. Quentin is a Harvard student struggling with his family's moral decay, his sister Cattie's promiscuity, and the impending loss of the family estate. Quentin's section is marked by his internal struggles, revealing his obsession with honor, family reputation, and his complex relationship with Cattie. The third section is narrated by Jason Compson, the embittered and financially strained brother of Quentin and Cattie. Set in 1928, Jason's narrative offers a stark contrast to the poetic introspection of Quentin's section. Jason is consumed by resentment, misogyny, and a sense of betrayal. His narrative reveals the deteriorating state of the Compson family, both financially and morally. The final section is narrated by an omniscient third-person perspective, offering insights into Diley, the Compson's African-American servant, and her perspective on the family's decline. This section is set in 1928 and provides a lens through which the reader can observe the Compson family's deterioration from an outsider's viewpoint. The novel begins with Benji's section, where he experiences confusion and distress over the absence of his sister, Cattie. Cattie, the only person who showed him genuine care and affection, has been sent away due to her promiscuity, a source of shame for the Compson family. Benji's narrative shifts between different points in time, reflecting his inability to comprehend the linear progression of events. The second section, narrated by Quentin Compson, reveals the psychological torment he experiences. Quentin is tormented by his obsession with Cattie's perceived loss of innocence and purity. His narrative is filled with flashbacks, philosophical musings, and internal struggles with the concept of time. Quentin's preoccupation with the family's honor and his inability to protect Cattie from societal expectations lead him to a state of emotional turmoil. The third section shifts to Jason Compson's perspective, a character marked by resentment and bitterness. Jason resents Cattie for her perceived immorality, blames Quentin for the family's decline, and harbors animosity towards the changing Southern society. His narrative is characterized by a harsh and cynical tone, reflecting his disdain for the world around him. Jason's financial mismanagement and oppressive behavior contribute to the family's downfall. The final section offers a more objective perspective, focusing on Diley, the Compson's loyal servant. Diley's narrative provides a contrasting view of the Compson family's decline, emphasizing the racial and economic disparities in the Southern society of the time. Diley's strength and resilience stand in stark contrast to the moral decay and weakness displayed by the Compsons. Despite the family's disintegration, Diley remains a symbol of endurance and continuity. The novel concludes with a stream of consciousness passage from Benji's perspective, looping back to the beginning of the narrative. The repetition and circular structure highlight the cyclical nature of the Compson family's decline and the inevitability of their fate. The Sound and the Fury is a challenging and multi-layered exploration of time, memory, and the disintegration of Southern aristocracy. Faulkner's use of different narrative styles and perspectives creates a rich and textured portrayal of a family in crisis. The novel remains a landmark work in American literature, admired for its narrative experimentation and its profound examination of the complexities of human experience.